Friday, 31 January 2025. Our mass markets continue to give farmers some hope. The hope that after a bumper harvest, they should be able to sell something to get a market for their commodities. It is in mass markets that everyone is able to participate in the market. It's unlike other markets that are exclusive. Mass markets make sure that everyone is able to participate, irrespective of the quantities of commodities that you have. You should be able to find a market, get the income that you want to be able to feed your family, to really get into business. This is very important. Mass markets continue to be the biggest employer in Zimbabwe. For an agro-based economy, that's not surprising, really. It is very important. Today being a Friday, that's when prices are set, and also it happens to be the end of the month of January. We want to see how is the month ending. It's ending on a very high note for most commodities because the rains are still being received in some places, although some areas the rains have stopped a bit to allow farmers to tend to their crops, to weed, do other things. But otherwise, it's promising to be a very good year this year, which is very important. Really, potato supplies remain quite firm in Harare. Above 400 tons, about 60 traders really specializing on potatoes only, because it's a bulky commodity. I've got strong relationships with producers, which is very important. It's very good to be a specialist. So these are specialists in potatoes only, which is very important. Just $2 to $3 a pocket, small $4 to $5, medium $5 to $6, large $7, $8, extra large $9, $10. So it's a range of price. That's why we give you a range. Don't get to a single price in a big market. That's why it makes this market very special. Tomato stand like today, 21 to 30. It's improving now, picking up in price. It's doing very well. Wooden box 3 to 4 plus it is $2. It looks like tomatoes ending the year on a very high note, and it might continue in February, doing very well for farmers, really. And then of course the vegetables, cabbage is 50 cents a dollar, cover $3 to $5 a bundle, not much change. Repentunga $2 a bundle, bonongwe nyevemo $2 a bundle, beetroot 50 cents, red cabbage $50, onions ending at $4 to $5 a 10 kg pocket, white red onion 6 to 8, shallots and fresh $1, oyster and button mushroom $1 to $2, our own wild mushroom doing very indigenous mushroom, nedzi, truke, chihumbiri, $10, a 20-liter bucket, still competing very well in the market now. It's doing very well. Many households, many people are getting some income from Mother Nature. Very interesting. Cauliflower and broccoli, $2 a kg, not much change. Garlic, $4 a kg. Ginger, $2 a kg. Turmeric, $3 a kg. Chili pepper, $2 a kg. Yellow pepper, $2 a kg. Baby marrow, $18, $20 a crate, still in the market, competing here. Cherry tomato, $2 a kg. Lettuce, 50 cents a head. James squash, $4 a 4 kg. Pumpkin, $2 to $5 each, depending on size. Parsley, thyme, coriander, oil, 50 cents a bundle. Radish, $3 a bundle. Mint, 50 cents. Leek, $1. Bottle gourd, $3. Bitter gourd, 50 cents. Dill, 50 cents. Dried fruits, matemba, still continuing to compete in the market. $35 to $40, 20 bucket, 60 kg bag, $244. A lot of people around specializing in matemba. They're bringing them from Mozambique. There have been issues to do with national parks. Visiting some markets to look at matemba to find out if there are permits. Traders are supposed to have some permits for these commodities to make sure that they are not smuggled or all that. Maybe I think the issues need to be sorted out. They need to support national parks to be supporting farm traders so that they really do their business very well. 60 kg back, $244, still competing there. Madora back in the market, $65 unit bucket, still quite high. 50 kg, $195 competing in the market. There are still very few, but coming into the market. Sugar beans, $30 unit bucket. Soya chunk, $3 and full from Nyemba, $8 a bucket. Minya 17, Coven cabbage, $8, Bora, $67 a bucket. Dried fish, $10 to $11. Big fish really found in the market. High value crops, potato, $2 a 5-liter tin. Still, many people are now producing. It's actually production season for sweet potatoes now, but still there are others that are ripening, doing very well, coming into the market slowly. Magogoya, $2 as well, coming into the market slowly as well. 5-liter tin. We don't have big measurements, so that production is underway. Bananas, $3 at 10 kg pocket, 60 kg bag, $28. So like that for the whole week. Carrots, $65, a 60 kg bag, which was 60 yesterday. So that is a slightly draw. Demand has picked up. Green pepper, $20 over the week. Fine beans, $13, it's a drop by $2. Cucumber, $20, it was a drop by $5. Peas, $70, remains at that price. 60 kg bag. Cassava, $1 to $2, and then green millet, $1 to $2 as well. Fruit basket, as usual, a lot of fruit, more than 35 types of fruit in the market. Apple box, 19 to 20, not much change. Avocado basket, avocados are going for $1 for 20 each, depending on size. $1 for 10, for 50, for 20. But then with the baskets going for 18 to 20 as well. And then a banana 90 kg, 45.50. Banana crate ripened $8 to $9. Pawpaw $15 each, not change. Blueberries $15. Pineapple, watermelon $1 to $4 each. Depending on size, watermelon is still coming in the market. Masao $2.50. Rusika $2.50. Ni $3.50. We knew that was harvested last year. Masao Mahuyu, that's baba fruit 20 bucket is $4. Matowe $3.50. So competing delicious $1. And then plums $1.50. Oranges pocket $12. Avocado pear box is going for $9 to $12. Avocado, then pineapples $8. A box is still competing for $3 for $4 when sold in singles, still found in the market in many roadside markets. Really, we need to quantify to know how many tons of pineapples are we harvesting, are we getting as a country, and what is our income. We need to get to that level of detail, which is why we continue to collect data about what is happening in the markets. Grapes crate $30, lemon $6 a bucket, lemon $8, mashanje out of season now. Bull mango $4, fibrous mango $4 as well. Sweet mango $5 to $6 at a 20-liter bucket. Price is picking up because it's getting out of season now. A wooden box remains at $3. Then coconut 50 cents $1. Field cross maize grain remains at $8 to $9 a bucket, not much change. Maize Momari $30 a bucket. Nzungumu show $28 to $30 a 20 bucket for shelf runners for peanut butter making. Fresh Nzungu $15 $14 $50 a 20 bucket, and shelf runners $7 18 $10 12 $14 a 20 bucket of Marigranas. Nimo shelled $38 $45. Nimo fresh Nimo $18 a bucket. Still it's coming into the market slowly now. Soybean and popcorn remains at $18 a bucket. Wheat to $14 a bucket. Sunflower $8 to $9. Munga, that's probably $14 a bucket. It looks like it's going to end the year of January on that the month of January on that note. Red is going for $20 a bucket. So some are imported from Zambia coming in now. White $4 a bucket. Brown rice and white rice shelled $4 a bucket. And shelled $30. Mafunde, that's red and white also $15 a bucket. Cowpeas number $24. Life sustaining ordinary brothers $5 to $6. And mothers $8 each. Off layers $2 to $3. Roadrunner hens are going for $6 to $7. Cocks are going for $8 to $10. And then hunger guinea fowl back in action $7 to $8 each, depending on size. Competing now coming in very well. Guinea fowl, whether ducks are back now at $7 to $8 as well. Also competing coming in the market. Duck turkeys is $20 to $25 each. Pigeons are still missing in action. Rabbits are in $8 to $9 each now. They found their way into the market. Following our announcement and alerting farmers what is happening in the market, they are now bringing in commodities and earning some income, which is very important. Eggs, a crate of small eggs remains at $3 a crate. A medium eggs, a crate is going for $3.20, $3.50. Large eggs, so competing. Processed food and fat cooked oil from sunflower and soya, $3 a 2 liter, not much change for a very long time. Then of course maize meal, $6 to $7 a 10 kg pocket. People got the choice between maize grain and maize meal. So most people really prefer grain because they can use it for multiple purposes. They can do manuchu, they can do mtakura and other things which they can't do with maize meal, which is why we see there's quite some competition between maize meal and grain. Very interesting here in the market. 1 liter remains at $3 a liter. Chimera $8 a 5 liter tin. Ufwezio $6 a 5 liter tin. And then of course with mafunde, wheat, with soya, and all $6 a 5 liter tin. With cassava and mpunga $8 a 5 liter tin. Of course masamba, makoni tea $10 a 5 liter tin. So really this was happening. And mass markets continue to be very, very busy. And now with the diverse commodities in the market as we close the month of January, it looks like the market are quite optimistic. Traders are quite happy. It is when we receive some rains, when people are hopeful that they begin to spend, which is why we see money is now circulating because commodities are also moving around. And because of the rains, farmers are hopeful that they are going to harvest more, which means they are releasing what they were holding on to in case there was going to be a drought. But now it appears we are going to have a very good season in Zimbabwe. It is seen by how crops are really growing very well, growing very fast. Maize should be ripening any time in most places, including even urban farming is a big phenomenon in Zimbabwe. Urban farming, urban production, as people try to supplement their incomes. Urban farming is a very big player. We need to be quantifying at the moment what is the contribution of urban agriculture to the food systems, to GDP. All those kinds of things need to be really calculated. As a nation of educated people, we should be looking at data collection. It's very important. We should be collecting data wherever we are, roadside markets, what are the quantities, how are they contributing. Unless we do that, we continue to undervalue our economy. and we continue to import food which we already have because of lack of information. So really, that's why we always talk about the importance of data, knowledge, information. We need to be collecting it all the time so that we inform policymakers, inform decision makers, so really make sure that they invest where appropriately, which is very important. Even funders, banks need to know what is happening. You can't invest in agriculture if you don't know the income levels. You don't know where the commodities are going to be sold. This is very important. That's why we are happy about the rebuilding of our own mass markets. Like Mbari, construction is actually going on very well now. It's likely to be a new market now, which accommodates grains and other commodities, which is very important. We hope to replicate this model in other cities, Lawayo, where commodities are still sold in the street, as well as Mutare and other markets. So really, mass markets continue to command a presence. In any case, our mass markets, they actually shape our urban landscape. The whole urbanization landscape is shaped by our food system because we're an agro-based economy, and that role is going to continue being played. It just requires recognition from policymakers, so that when we plan cities, we are influenced by our mass markets. Because these are very important. They define our Africanness. So food systems are very important, really, as we see in our mass markets. It's only in mass markets that you can see that Zimbabwe has more than 100 commodities, all waiting to be exploited as important value chain that can create employment for many people, many young graduates who are coming from university. They should be in the market right now. Examining all kinds of mushrooms and other things that are provided by Mother Nature. For instance, we need to avoid the whole issue to do with poisonous mushroom. Why don't we have laboratories at the market looking at all these food systems to really look what is happening, to even promote preservation? Because when food is in season, like right now, like what is happening to wild mushroom, indigenous mushroom, the supply is too much, there's oversupply. But if you down the line, there's no mushroom. Why don't we extend the shelf life? That's what we should look for. Innovation hubs should really be connecting and coming into our mass markets and working with traders and many other people. So really, mass markets continue to play a very important role as we close the month of January, getting into a second month of the year. We'll continue to keep informed of what is happening. Otherwise, wishing you a very good weekend. We'll meet you next week when we begin the month of February.